Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone online. Yeah, I'm Emily Yang from Kingsway Academy in Canada right now. Thank you for everyone participate in this seminar, and I hope this seminar will bring you some information about our school as well as some basic information about how to study, work, and immigrant to Canada. So if anyone couldn't be available to hear me, then just please contact Donish Hub and then let them know. I guess everyone online is interesting about coming to Canada, no matter study, working, or have longer plan to stay in Canada. And right now, Canada, I think coming to Canada, especially for study, is the best period because Canada is short of laborers in many fields. So Canada has really positive policies to welcome um, other people from other countries to come to Canada to study, work, and maybe if you want to immigrate to Canada, then we have a lot of positive policies in different provinces as well. So today I'm gonna um, let you to know how to study in the high school part because last time we introduced how to study in Canada in the college, university, and this time we're gonna introduce the high school part. So next page. I didn't see my PowerPoint file. Hold on, I'm gonna check with Donish Hub. Sorry, there's technical issue from Donish Hub side, so I have to communicate with them in another platform. So it's gonna be take a minute. So sorry about that. I think maybe I need to upload my. I will upload my PowerPoint from my end. So I guess you can see the PowerPoint file on your screen. So I guess share screen. All right. All right. Now we get Danish Hub online.
Yeah, sorry, I had network issue. Sorry for the whole thing. All this
No
not of
problem.
our making.
No
I'm very
problem.
sorry about that. Yeah, we've started already. So we take the normal procedure. At the end of the meeting, we take questions.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I should be able to control now. So thank
Mm-hmm.
you, Emily,
Okay.
and thank you, our participants. You are welcome to this live event. Thank you, and feel free to ask any question. And I know Emily is very, very capable of answering all your questions. So thank you. Emily, over to you, please.
Okay. So we are a Canadian international private boarding high school located in London, Ontario. So I just listed all the characters of us, so you can see we're a Canadian school. And for international, basically we're an international school, so most of our students are from different countries, so they can exchange their own cultures, and you can just learn from each other. So basically, majority of our students so far is from China, Vietnam, Latin America, and right now we do have one student from Congo, DRC. So if you have students or if yourself are interested about our high school, then you won't be alone. You do have peers from Africa that you can study together. So for private, we're a private school. In Canada, we have public and private. Both systems are equal, so there's no bad or good compared with the public or private. For private, we have our own strengths, which is we have more care of international students. We have smaller classes, so generally, only 15 to 20 students stay in one class. Compared with public, it's gonna be 30 to 40 students stay in one class. In private schools, we just use the smaller class mode, and we have school counselors could do the one-on-one interviews, and also the consultings with the students for university applications or any of the problem the student have. So that's what our private school system could help the students better. So boarding, yes, we are a boarding school. So we have on-campus residences, especially from this September. We're gonna have another residence also located in top university. So we have male and female residents. So it's separate. So for safety issues, I guess most of the parents are worried about their kids, especially under 18 years old, their safety issue. But in our school, we just separate by the gender, and the student could, like, especially for female students, they will stay in the Brescia campus, which is also one the only uh, university college in Canada who only recruit female students as well. So it's more safer than any other campus you can find from in Canada. And we're high school in Ontario. So Ontario province is full of education resources. So we are one of the school located in Ontario. We registered in Ontario province government. So we followed all the regulations and rules of Ontario province. And the most important thing is our location. It is very unique. You wouldn't find any other same like location or the same quality of our as our school so far in Canada. We located in one of the top university in Canada, which called Western University. For Western University, you can check from QS ranking for 2024, which is the latest version. Western University is ranked on 114, number 114. For Canadian university, they're not eager to chase the ranking, any ranking in the world. That's the character of Canada. We don't recruit students only for earning money or reputation. That's the Canadian education system. So you won't see a lot of Canadian universities are, you know, try to get higher positions in any ranks. That's all made by the rank themselves. But even though the Western University for 2024, it's already ranked almost approaching top 100 in the whole world. So you can see the high quality and high reputation, high research level of Western it is. So our high school campus locate right on the campus. And next page, please. Next page.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it.
All right. So regarding our school, we're offering Ontario Secondary School Diploma, which is OSSD courses for grade 10 to 12. So it means as long as your kid or yourself graduate from grade 9, then we welcome you to apply to us. And for the grade 12, some of the African country, with what I know, they use the UK secondary education system. So they only study 11 till the grade 11, they can graduate. But if they want to apply for any other universities in North America, they have 1 year gap. So the grade 12 of OSSD is also a great university preparation courses for those kind of students in Africa. So definitely the grade 12 is also the key period to apply for the university in Canada. So basically, the 6 courses of grade 12 will be decided if you can get admitted into the Canadian or North American university. So grade 12 is very important for the students. So how to get the OSSD, the Canadian, like Ontario High School diploma? So it requires 30 credits plus 40 hours of community volunteer jobs. And also there is a OSSLT test. It's a basically English test. So after the students match those requirements, then they could get OSSD and as well as the university offer. Well, we have the credit transfer system, which is very flexible. So let's say if the student graduates from grade 9 and then they apply to grade 10 in Ontario, then probably they can transfer about 8 credits already. So they only study 22 credits in high school here in Canada. And if the student graduates from grade 11 and they want to study grade 12, and then it's going to be transferred 22 maximum, 22 credits. So they only study 8 credits to get the OSSD. So it's very flexible. And we welcome you if you are interested. We welcome you to send your transcript through Donut Hub. And then we could get the pre-evaluate of the credit transfer result. So you will see how many courses the kids need to study in Canada, and how to obtain the OSSD. So same as the volunteer hours. So if the student only come to study 8 credits, then they only finish 10 hours volunteer job. That will be fine. They can transfer the other 30s. Because from Canada, the grade 9 to grade 12 is the senior school, the high school part. So it's going to be like 4 years. Every year they need to finish at least 10 hours for the community service. So right now we are on the promotion period, and we welcome the students from Africa to apply us. And also we offered scholarships to African students. So it starts from 2,000 to 5,000 Canadian dollars for every year. And the students could save their time and money if they come to Kingsway Academy. And our regular tuition, I didn't put that on in the slides, but the regular price is 21,600 Canadian dollars for eight months study. So you can do the calculation. If the student get a higher GPA before they registered in Kingsway Academy, then we could offer the different scholarships, start from 2,000 to 5,000. So yeah, so we welcome every interested students. They want to study overseas, and then they can come to Donish Hub and submit their transcript, and we can do the pre-evaluation. So next page, please. All right, so it doesn't show really clear, but I'll let you know where we are. So we're in the London, Ontario. London, Ontario, you can see exactly same as the UK one, the spelling of London. It is the we call that the smaller London in the world. Because when the Queen Elizabeth II, and when she came to Canada, she just stayed here. So we have London as the city name. We have Thames River as well. Yeah. So it's very British style city. It's not that big. It's only 500,000 population in the town, but a lot of student populations in London, because we have Western University, which has over 50,000 people study in Western University. And also we have Fanshawe College, which is number 6 biggest college in Canada. And they also have like 30 to 40,000 students study there. So it's kind of like university town. It means it has more energy and more peaceful. And this city is, you can see from the picture here, it's all covered by green, right? So it's the forest city of Canada. And 70% above are covered by trees, grass, lawns. So it's the whole environment is very, very good. And it's not far from big city as Toronto. It's only 200 kilometers from Toronto, Detroit, US, and the most famous Niagara Falls. So by driving distance, for us, sometimes just use one weekend and then you can travel to the US, or you can go to the falls, or you can go to the big cities like Toronto. And this picture shows our campus location. So you can see we're in the university campus. In Canada, there's no boundary about the campus. So the whole period is actually belongs to the university, as well as they have the residence regions, and also they have the city residence regions, communities as well. So you can see from the very left, we have Brescia at Western University, which is one of the university campus of Western called Brescia University College. So I mentioned about before that our female residents will located in Brescia. And besides Brescia is actually across a small road is the main campus of Western University. They're full of like facilities and different departments over there, and sports fields are all there. And you can see the first green label from the left. It's King's University College. So in Western University, there are 3 university colleges. King's is the biggest one. So in King's, there are like 1/10 of the students of Western University study there. So besides the King's is the St. Peter's Seminary, which we will have a classroom in the St. Peter's Seminary from this September as well. So right beside the St. Peter's Seminary, it's Kingsway. So that's where we are. And beside the Kingsway, it's a research center called Marymount. It belongs to the Western University as well. So you can maybe you feel, oh, that's kind of like far from the picture. Actually, the student could take the free shuttle bus from King's University College, travel to Western main campus or the Brescia, only under like 20 minutes. Actually, it's only like 10 to 15 minutes, so you can arrive in other campus area. So it's very convenient for our student to travel as well if the female students stay in Brescia. And then the shuttle bus is right in front of the door. So the only thing they need to do is just get downstairs and take the bus, and then they will arrive at King's. So from King's shuttle bus stop, walk to Kingsway Academy, which is literally less than 5 minutes. So it's very convenient, and we are most of the circumstances. We're the kind of only private high school who have this kind of facilities that right on campus of a top university. So next page, please. All right. So from this September, we're gonna have 3 campuses of Kingsway as well. So the main campus called St. Thomas Aquinas House. So STA, we short them as STA. So the main building is like what we showed on the slides, and it's a 4 floors building, and the top 2 floors is gonna be the male students residence. So in total, it's about like 38 beds for male students. So it's very popular. It will be full earlier than other facilities. So and the lower 2 levels are the classrooms and offices. So we just posted just 2 pictures of our classrooms and the cafeteria, but we have more photos. You can come to our websites or go to our YouTube so you can see from the videos. And also the Brescia, that's what I mentioned before. Our female residents were gonna be at the top floors of the building we showed on the slides. And our students can use their the university's library, cafeteria, and classrooms to do their like homeworks and self studies, and they are free to use every facilities of Brescia. And St. Peter's, yeah, I mentioned before as well. We will have grade 11 courses set in St. Peter's. So they have the classrooms there, and it's literally like less than 2 minutes by walking distance from STA. So those 3 we called halls will be the main for teaching and living facilities for our students. And again, this is very unique in Canada. Yeah. So next page. Okay, so for daily schedule, and we just listed here. So for the whole year, we have 4 intakes. So the 2 intakes is from September to December and January to April. That's 2 main semesters. And during the summer, we divided by 2 shorter semesters. It's from May to June and July to August. So for the regular intakes as from September to April. So we basically may have 3 classes per day from 8:30 to 2:30 something, and it's they have the breaks like what we listed here. And after the class for every day, we have a lot of activities which we'll show in the next slides. During the summer, some of the students want to catch up the some courses they can took the summer semesters. So in summer, we offer 2 classes, 2 courses actually, and from 8:30 to 4:10. So because summer semesters are shorter, like so we just put more hours, school hours on summer in the summertime so that the student could catch up more courses. Next page, please. So for the activities, you can see after classes. So it's generally start from 3 to 4:30. So we have like 4 times per week for different activities. It's regarding like a lot of perspectives, sports, drama, like the STEM, like science and technology, something. And also we have photography. So the different club activities at that time. And also some of the students, especially from Asia, their parents are very, very focused on their studies. So we have the tutor time. Um, it's usually used 1 hour for in the evening for 4 times per week. We have different tutor from Western University senior students, and they can come to our campus to give our high school students some tutor. So if the student have any question during their class time, they can use this time to chat with their tutor and ask their questions and try to resolve all the problem they have at the daytime. So after the class, we have so many like activities and tutor times for the students as well. So if the student come to Kingsway Academy, they can participate in a lot of like activities. No matter not only in the high school campus, but also we have a lot of connections with the university clubs. So we selected some university club activities for our high school students so they can participate with the university students. And also we have connections with the local community clubs. Like here we have girls and boys clubs. So we bring our students to there to do some like workshops to improve their leadership, the group works, and also they have a lot of like cooking activities. They have sports field, so our students could do everything what they want. So it's very convenient. We're not just located in top university. We have a lot of connections with the university as well. So our students who study in high school, they already have basic information about how to study and live in university campus. So next page, please. So for the future, yeah, a lot of people are focusing about okay, where your students go to the after they graduate. So we have the latest information as shown here. Maybe you cannot see clearly, but I'll say this year, 100% of our students going to the university. So yeah, we got really good result. And also for the universities, we have about like approaching like 20% students go to the University of Toronto, University of Calgary, and a lot of like top universities in Canada. We're glad to see that in this year, we also have approaching 20% of students go to UK, Australia, and other international universities. So they are no longer that only focusing on Canada. They are focusing on the global university. And a lot of people still choose the business programs, and we're glad to see that 30% of our students choose math and science programs, and others choose like social science, nursing, and other like programs. Like kids have a lot of thoughts. They could communicate with our school guidance counselors to do the one-on-one consulting before they apply any university. And also, we have the school seminars. So we invite university representatives to our campus to do the presentation, to answer students' questions. So, for example, this year last year we have University of Calgary's representative come to our campus for the first time. And then this year we have 3 students accept the offer from University of Calgary, and they actually will register soon in this September. So the student have chance to directly talk to the university people to ask their questions. It will help them to understand the program. Also, we have sister school called ICEAP, which I introduced the last time. So we have our own pathway partners as listed on the slides as well. So if the student would like to come to go to King's or University of Windsor or any of our partner universities, then they can directly get into after they pass our pathway programs. And next page, please. Yeah, so about the residents, here we just show you some pictures about the different residents. So male residents is on top 2 floors of STA Hall. So basically we have double room and a VIP room in each floor. The VIP room, it means it has separate washroom. But in the VIP room, there are 3 students staying in one room. So for other rooms, 2 students stay in one room. They have shared washroom for the public. So they also have laundry room. So we can offer the free laundry service for the students. Also, for the housekeeping service, it's gonna be served by King's University College staff. So because this facilities belongs to King's, so the housekeeping service will served by the university. Next page. The female residence, it's in Brescia University College. And same, the housekeeping service will served by the college. And it has single room and double room. And also student could take the meal plan in their cafeteria as well. And same as the library, they could use the Brescia library to do their homework, to do the self-study, group talking, and it's very convenient to travel back and forth to STA. So next page, please. Okay, so besides of the regular course, we have summer camp as well. And right now, our summer camp is on campus as well. So we have 2 to 3 weeks schedule with the customized price, which means we will see the demands from local. Let's say if we have students from Africa, then we could discuss like what kind of activities you prefer and what's the schedule. If you prefer the 2 weeks, and then we can make it 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then yeah. So currently on campus, we have the summer camp group. It's the 3 week schedule. The students from Vietnam, China, and Mexico. So basically, our students in the summer camp group, they from different countries, and they can learn from each other, and they can travel to different places. And we have full of schedule of study and traveling. So they study ASL English for 3 hours per day, and they go to Niagara Falls, Toronto, Wonderland. They're different um, places in Ontario, or even though we have trips to Montreal. So we have various of activities and make the student to experience. So we prefer the students who are in 13 years old at least, because we had 1 or 2 students before. They are younger, much younger. They're 10 years old. It's kind of like hard for them to catch up everyone's steps, and also the English class. So we prefer the students are from 13 years old to 18 years old. They're in the high school, no matter. So this teenagers group is going to be ideal. So if you are interested about our next year summer camp, then you can contact with Stonish Hub. And next page, please. Okay, so for the students who may consider about stay longer in Canada, so not only studying in high school, but also they will consider about going to the college or the university in Canada, then you can see from this page, I can explain in details. So if they come to us for grade 10 to 12, then they can do some volunteer work, as I mentioned before, and it's mandatory because you need to get the OSSD. Then you have to finish at least the required hours of community service. And it's illegal to work outside when you study high school in Canada. It is illegal. So but you can start to get in touch of the society, and you can start to know, oh, this is the work in Canada. So after you graduate from grade 12, and then let's say you have the offer from the university. So you go to the universities to study bachelor degree programs. Generally, you can use 3 to 4 years to complete it. Or you can go to the college, because in Canada, the higher education system, they have the college and university, 2 system. And same, there's no bad or good of college or university. College programs are more focusing on practical knowledge. And also you are not only study knowledge in the classroom, but some of the programs you can study from the library, the labs, or the workshops. So for college, it's about like 2 to 3 years diploma. Then you can study, and then you can right after you can find a job and then start to work. So it's more practical. So if you go to university, it's the main purpose is to get the bachelor degree, and it's more academical, and you use more time, like at least 3 to 4 years to get the degree. So that's the two oriented. So there's no bad or good. It's just your different choices and different future plans. So during the study in college or the university, you are able to work part-time. So the Canadian government requires the students have could work maximum 20 hours per week from September to April. So during the summertime, May to August, you are able to work full time. Full time means you can work maximum 40 hours per week. Yeah. So During the college and university studies, we encourage students, they need to work part-time to start to get the idea like how to work in Canada and be prepared to get full-time job after you graduate. So let's say some students, they already have the college diploma or the university degree in their own country. So if they want to come to Canada, then they can choose either college postgrad certificate or the university's master. So same, there are all two directions. Postgraduate certificate is more practical and it's shorter. It's like 1 year or maximum 2 years. You can just finish that. For master degree programs, it's hard to get the offer from any of the master programs because in Canada, the education system in Canada, especially for master, they requires really high, and they want to keep the good reputation of the education quality. So that's why applying for master degree programs in Canada is kind of like tough. So anyway, if you study in postgrad or the master, same, you can work part-time during your study. And after you graduate from either the bachelor degree or the master degree or the college diploma or the postgrad certificate, you can apply for the PGWP, which means postgraduate work permit. So Canada has really positive policy for the PGWP, which means if you study in higher education in Canada, let's say college or university, at least a 2 years program or 2 year studies, at least you need to graduate. It doesn't mean you study 2 years in the bachelor and then you can apply. No, you study 2 years in higher education and you graduate, and then you can apply directly for 3 year open PGWP. So it means after you graduate, the Canadian government wants you to stay 3 year more. They don't require you already have any employer. You don't need to have any employer. Then you can apply for the 3 year open work permit. So compared with other countries in the world, this is the best. So Canada still want international students, higher education students, to keep staying in Canada, to keep paying tax in Canada, to be honest. So it's very positive policy, and it lasted for over 10 years. So I believe it will still last for next, how many years. I'm not guaranteed anything here, but this is really attract students come to Canada to study, because 2 years study, then you get 3 year open work permit. And then if you work in Canada over 1 year, then you are able to match the basic requirement of the EE, the express entry immigration policy. So 2 year study, higher education study in Canada, 1 year work experience in Canada, then it means you can start to prepare your immigration. So it's very attractive, and you can compare with any other countries for the immigration policy. Then Canada still have their own strengths. And also in for the immigration part, because we're not the professional stuff to talk about the immigration, but you can always find the related regulations on the immigration website. And then there are so many different kind of immigration policies in different provinces, and each provinces, they have their province nominee programs as well. Here I put that as PNP. So they have also the policies for the students who come to the specific province to study, and they have their own PNP immigration policy as well. So Canada is a federal country, so they have federal immigration policy, which is EE, and they have provincial policies as different PNP in different provinces. So if you have any like question or want to find a lot of information of the immigrate to Canada, one way is you can go to the official website cic.gc.ca. The other way is you can come to Donish Hub, and then they can make the study plan and to guide you to follow this way to study, work, and then maybe later you can immigrate. So this is the way that we generally show to the students, no matter they come to Canada for high school or higher education, then definitely more or less, though those students may have a longer plan to stay in Canada. So we just show them how to complete this road. But there are so many details in every step. We welcome you to come to Donish Hub and us to discuss what's your plan, what's your like qualifications, and how can we help you. And as I mentioned, we have Kingsway Academy, which is high school, and also we have ICAP, which is a language school with pathway with 18 Canadian universities and colleges. So we could definitely help you guys if you have any plans to come to Canada. And next page, please. Yeah, this is what I mentioned about our pathway programs. If the student graduate from our high school, or you graduate from your own like high school or higher education, your own countries, then we welcome you guys to come to us to discuss how to apply to those institutions. So we have 12 institutions as partners in Ontario. We have universities in Atlantic Canada, and also we have partners in BC. So generally, we could cover from high school to even master degree programs. And if you are interested in any of the level of the study, just feel free to contact Donish Hub and us. And next page. And that's mostly the things I want to share with you guys. And we have the websites for the high school, which is icapkingsway.ca. And also we have the pathway program called ICAP. So you can check the icap.ca for more information about us. And again, thank you very much to participate this seminar. And thanks again for Donish Hub to invite us to share all this information, and hope we can get in touch with some of you guys online later on. And we're glad to talk any like study plans and with you guys. So I guess that's all for today for my presentation. So I'll give the back to Donish Hab.
Okay, thank you, Emily. Thank you.
No
You've
problem.
done wonderfully well. We have some about 3 questions
Mhm.
that I noted down. One, they wanted to know the process of transferring if a student is already in JS3. JS3 here is junior secondary 3, which means maybe about 12 or 13 years old. So, what is
Mhm.
the process of transferring to your
So
college?
yeah, so all the credit transfer processing will by our principal himself. So our principal will evaluate every transcripts we received, and he will check the education system of the specific country, and then he will give the basic credit transfer results. So in general, I'll mention about the in general situation. So if the student graduate from, let's say, grade 11 in their own country, and basically they may transfer at least 22 uh, credits. So in total, it's 30. So they can transfer like 22. So they only study like 8 credits to us. And if the student graduate from grade 10, and then it's going to be around like 16. So they only study 14 here. And they graduate from grade 9 and then come to us, they can transfer about like 8 credits. And sometimes we have this situation if the students in not only in Africa but also in other countries, they graduate from grade 12 already. It means they already graduated from high school, but they want to increase their GPA to apply for top universities in North America. They will prefer to retake the grade 12 here. So in this kind of situation, we see those students may get about maximum 23 credits. So 22 to 23 if they graduate from the high school already. And it means they're going to study like 7 credits in Ontario. So they use less than one year, I will say. Because for the credits, let's say from September to December, this 4 months semesters, we're gonna have at least 3 to 4 courses to open. So it means the student could study 3 or 4, but compared with the workload, most of the students study 2 courses per semester. So the student could do the math. So if they study 8 credits, it means almost 8 courses. So they're gonna use 4 semesters. So it means the whole year it's gonna be help them to finish all the 8 courses. So it means students graduate from grade 12 or grade 11. They're gonna spend 1 year here to get the high school diploma. So for the credit transfer, it really depends on the transcript and the performance, and our principal will do the evaluation.
Okay, thank you. The second question is about the intake. I feel you've already addressed that,
Yep.
but just for the purpose of highlighting it, the question goes this way: do you run a rolling admission? I remember you said you have admission in September.
Yes. Yes.
So
So September, January, May, and July, 4 intakes.
okay, so you have 4 intakes, so which is
Yes.
very good.
It's
Okay,
very flexible. Yeah.
yeah. The next question is: do you have a payment plan for the tuition? Is there any
Yeah,
payment plan?
that's what I mentioned about. We use that as the scholarship. Is that your question? Like, can we just deduct some like tuitions?
No, this one is your tuition fee. How many installment can someone pay the tuition fee? Is it
Okay.
once, twice, or thrice?
Okay. So in general, we require student, well, also for the visa purpose, we suggest the students to pay the 8 months tuition deposit, which is about like the original price is 21,600 Canadian dollars. So we have the scholarships. So we will see how much the student need to pay. Generally, we require the student to pay this amount, but we know some of the markets, they may have different demands. So we have flexibilities to accept at least 1 semester, which means 4 months. So it's gonna be 10,000, 12,000 something. So it's really depends on the local demands. So we can discuss this later if you have any students. but we strongly suggest the student to pay at least 8 months tuition deposit. It's also matched the requirements for the visa application. So if they want to show the strong study purpose to Canada, to the immigration officer, then we strongly suggest as a student to pay the 21,000 something to the school. And we have the refund policy on our application as well, as well as the offer. So if they got, well, if they have really bad luck that they got a visa rejection, then we can fully refund. So there's almost no risk to lose this such amount of money. We know that's a big money for every family, but we have the clear refund policy on our offer. You need to turn your mic on.
Thank you. I've not seen any other questions for now.
Oh, okay.
Maybe if there is any other question, we can email it.
Sure.
So to our participants, we want to say thank you. Thank you for finding time. And we believe we've explained every bit of the process. And the good thing about Kingsway College is that.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks all the audience as well.
Yeah. Apart from having a pathway, Kingsway College actually exists in a university, most of the universities in Canada. Yeah. So, which has fine-tuned the mind of the children, given already a pathway, straight pathway to the children. Yeah. So, it's a very fantastic college, and it's a very fantastic model, which everybody will want to explore. So I will urge everyone that participates in this program, in this event, please think about Kingsway.
Thank you.
Send your children to Kingsway because there is a clear pathway. And feel free to discuss with us at Donny Shop. If you have any concern, feel free to call us. We have our email address here at admission@donnyshop.com.ng, and we have our telephone number +234 817 973 0282, which we are equally on WhatsApp with this number. You can call us, you can email us, you can chat us up about any questions, and we are always responding to your questions within 24 hours. So please think about Kingsway. It's a clear pathway, and we at Donny Shop are promoting Kingsway because we have made our own findings and we've realized that they have a clear pathway. So thank you to our participants. Thank you, Emily. Thank you for finding time this is weekend to speak to us. We are grateful. And to our participants, we are grateful.
Me too.
Thank you. So have a wonderful day, have a wonderful morning, have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.
Have a nice weekend, guys. Bye.
Bye.